in southern China. We're just north of the Hong Kong frontier. Benoit Bastien, the referee. Julien Stéphan, the young coach of Rennes, who's enjoyed a superb first season in charge. Thomas Tuchel, the German coach of Paris Saint-Germain, taking charge of his second season with the capital club. Chance to look at the Rennes starting 11. Julien Stéphan having to do without a whole host of regular players, including 5 men who were involved in the Africa Cup of Nations and have been given a bit of extra time off. So we've got a few youngsters. So Paris Saint-Germain against Stade Rennais, the 2019 Trophée des Champions. PSG in their familiar strip of all blue, playing from left to right and looking to win this trophy for a 7th year running. They've equalled the record that was set by Lyon. Lyon won the Trophée des Champions for 6 consecutive seasons between 2002 and 2007. PSG with the chance then to win it for a 7th year running, but they're up against a Rennes side that defeated them in the French Cup final back on April the 27th. Oh, it's a good delivery from Sarabia, and the header off the crossbar from Thilo Kehrer. Well, the German has been a goal threat in the pre-season friendlies for Paris Saint-Germain, and he was very close to opening the scoring there. Sarabia is going to provide that quality from set pieces this season. He had his best ever season last year. Managed 12 goals for Sevilla last season, Pablo Sarabia. Here's Camavinga for Rennes. Grenier. It's well played by Clément Grenier. This is Bourigeaud. Bourigeaud's cross is a really good one. And it's Rennes who have the lead here. Adrien Huneau getting a touch to that wonderful cross from Benjamin Bourigeaud. And Julien Stéphan quite right to applaud his players there. That was an excellent move. And it's caught the Paris Saint-Germain back 4 out. Lovely early ball there, switching the play from Grenier. And look at this from Bourigeaud. One touch to set himself, a whipped cross. And Adrien Huneau nipping in, apparently breaking the offside trap. And Rennes causing problems to Paris Saint-Germain once more. They lead 1-0 here. Adrien Huneau, 25 years of age. He's one of 11 homegrown products in Rennes' 20-man squad that's been taken out here to China. They're a club that relies a huge amount on their youth academy and internal development of players. So that's a surprising scoreline. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Rennes 1. PSG have been so dominant in this fixture in the last 6 years. Wasn't much of a contest last season when PSG beat Monaco 4-0. Here's Diallo. Grenier now, fouled by Marquinhos. Paris Saint-Germain react here? Marquinhos with good ball forward. Cross from Mbappe was blocked, and De Silva completes the clearance. Oh, Rennes will be absolutely delighted to have scored, not just because they're up against a strong Paris Saint-Germain side. Let's watch this as Sarabia threads a pass through. Cavani competing. Also the fact that they're missing Nyong, their main striker, who's not yet fully fit, having had an extended break after the Nations Cup. The long-range shot is only just wide. That was a good hit. I'm seeing plenty of this man, Pablo Sarabia, on his competitive debut for PSG. It wasn't a million miles away. Yeah, Rennes missing Nyong, who they had on loan last season. They made his transfer permanent by paying 15 million in the summer. They're missing Ismaila Sarr as well for the same reason. Sarr and Nyong were playing for Senegal in the Nations Cup. They're very much the principal attacking threats for Rennes, but despite their absence, Adrien Hunou has managed to conjure a goal. Areola showing good composure, and now Abdou Diallo. Juan Bernat coming in field for Herrera, or Verratti, sorry. This is Herrera. Meunier. Good ball from Thomas Meunier. Sarabia with the cutback, and Kubek making sure Cavani can't turn the ball home. Under the watchful gaze of Leonardo, the newly appointed sporting director of Paris Saint-Germain. He was on the left-hand side of the screen. Maxwell, former PSG left-back, also working with the club now, sitting next to Leonardo. That's a good ball in. No Di Maria in the starting 11. I wonder if Sarabia will be allowed to take set pieces when Di Maria is here, but he's showing his quality with those whipped balls in. Shooting chance again, and Kubek again. Well, Marco Verratti was saying in an interview in the build-up to this game that the one thing he needs to improve is his goal-scoring record. Mbappe's shot. He wants a penalty there. He curled it right into the body of Damien De Silva. Don't think the arms were away from his body. Sarabia. Meunier back to Pablo Sarabia. Bernat finds Verratti. Herrera to Meunier. Herrera's ball in. Cavani goes down. Oh, and Cavani! Wow. So instinctive from Edinson Cavani. He was going down, but he saw that there was still a little bit of a threat. The ball hadn't been cleared, and he managed to get back onto his feet. Look at this from Cavani. Goes down. So quick. Cross towards Sarabia, headed down by De Silva. Herrera. Now space for Bernat. Juan Bernat. The left back sees his effort blocked by De Silva. So often last season it was Juan Bernat who popped up with an important goal when PSG needed it. And he almost did the same thing there. Clever play that from Ander Herrera, turning into space and then spotting Juan Bernat. captain's challenge from Damian De Silva, throwing everything he had at the ball. Over the top from Marquinhos. Cavani will always chase, but didn't have much of a chance with that. The referee blows for half-time. And at the break in the 2019 Trophée des Champions, it is Rennes who have the lead thanks to a goal from Adrien Huneau on 13 minutes. The score here in Shenzhen at half-time, Paris Saint-Germain 0, Rennes 1. So the first trophy of the French season is up for grabs here in China. 45 minutes left in this one, and Rennes currently in the box seat. They have a one-goal lead thanks to Adrien Huneau's strike. Huneau has been taken off at half-time, having picked up an injury just before the break. Chance for PSG here, and surely Mbappe turns the ball home. Paris Saint-Germain at high level in the 57th minute. Mbappe up and running in 2019-2020. And the champions' persistence finally pays off. A chip ball through here from Marquinhos, excellent pass. This from Sarabia was perfect. Into the stride of Kylian Mbappe, and he's not going to miss from there. It's all about Sarabia's pass that took the goalkeeper out. And Mbappe will be absolutely delighted. Well, I was just saying, Mbappe sent off in the Coupe de France final. He's determined to get some kind of revenge, even if it's only personal revenge for that disappointment. And he's got Paris Saint-Germain right back into this game. And they've got over half an hour left to try to find a winner. Otherwise, it's penalties, as we saw in the Coupe de France final. Sarabia. Herrera finds Diallo. Bernat. Verratti. Well, fair play to this man, Marquinhos. I talked about his passing range. Excuse me, his passing range perhaps not being as good as certain number sixes, certain deep-lying midfielders. That was a beautifully executed pass through to Sarabia. He's certainly not a bad player on the ball. As centre halves go, he's a very, very good ball-playing centre half. Bourigeaud releasing Lea Siliki. Now Mbappe. Mbappe's got a yard on Boe. Well defended. Jeremy Jolin coming across. Bernat's delivery. Well, somehow it's got over Sarabia had the goal gaping. It wasn't necessarily easy because the ball arrived very quickly. Five in the wall, two Parisians in front of the wall. Sarabia standing over it, they're moving away for Di Maria, and he's done it again. Angel Di Maria is a free kick wizard, and Paris Saint-Germain have come from behind to take the lead here in Shenzhen. Oh, we saw it last season. Di Maria produces on an incredibly regular basis from set pieces. He's only been on the pitch for a few minutes in this second half, but it's an absolute beauty of a strike, and once that's over the wall, it was always going to dip towards the back of the net. Thomas Kubek had no chance at all. He didn't even dive for it. I think he knew once he'd seen the trajectory of this ball, it was too late. Pure class from Di Maria. Paris Saint-Germain 2, Rennes 1. Silva for Gelin. Long, but Thiago Silva is there. Rennes picked up possession. Bouet. Good ball into the box, a chance. Oh, that was a good chance. Roman Del Castillo, he's been on for a couple of minutes, but it might be the best chance Rennes are going to get to equalise here. He controlled it well. Didn't have a lot of time to get the shot away, and failed to hit the target. Areola putting a bit of pressure on Diallo, and Diallo's lost out here. Gaboa. Boy, well played to get past Verratti. Cross isn't bad either, but Diallo is there to cut it out. Here's Del Castillo. Del Castillo's turn, the header from Flaviante is wide. More urgency, and the second minute of added time, Clément Grenier takes. Good delivery that from Grenier. It's headed over the crossbar. Del Castillo wants a corner, he's not going to get one. Super cross hit with pace, and Thomas Kubek was up. He wasn't far away from connecting. Well, we've got another good crowd in today. We had a little bit more than 40,000 last season. It's the second year in a row that the Trophée des Champions has been played here in southern China, in the city of Shenzhen. 13 million inhabitants in Shenzhen. They're enjoying the chance to see two top French football clubs in action. It's been a good competitive game today. Areola. Verratti is there to hoist the ball forward. Kubek trying to get Rennes on the attack. Ball breaks for Flaviante. They've got numbers forward here, Rennes. Cross has to come over. It does come over. Oh, that's clever from Rennes. Camavinga, though, cannot hit the target. Well, that would have been some moment for the 17-year-old. Nicely set up by Gaboyo. It's a real chance, this.